Previously on Pay the Invoice.
I believe that I've learned everything that I can learn, right?
It was too much for me to handle.
I'm nervous. It still absolutely stinks.
This time,
I would say the big golden nugget in these 8 weeks has definitely been
The thing that I think will have the biggest impact on my business.
The largest impact.
2 concepts that have made the biggest difference.
they will be remembered forever.
Hi, my name is Kat Howell, and about a year ago, I decided to invite 7 budding agency owners down to New Zealand to work one-on-one with me. Over the next 8 weeks, I'm going to be taking them through various strategies to help them build their businesses up. This is their stories, and this is Pay the Invoice.
final week. We've come to the end of the road, and it's pretty bittersweet, actually. I'm gonna really miss these guys. I feel like I've grown so much through this experience, and I almost feel like a mama bear with them. I just wanna shepherd them and continue to shelter them, through their journey. But it's time for them to, go back home soon and apply what they've all learned. And I've got a great friend of mine, Anna, who has mentored me personally through a lot of challenging times in my business, and has also helped a lot of people that I've worked with. So she's going to be coming in this week and helping them work through some of, the mindset stuff, but also team building. And how to build really powerful cultures in their business. And then we're gonna wrap it up. So, kind of crazy that it's already come to the end of the road. Here we go. These last 8 weeks have just been an incredible experience for me, and I know for everyone here. It's like even just one of you missing from this group dynamic would completely change the experience that I know you guys have had, and that we've also had.
Walking into work, I'm like, fuck, I can't believe it's the last day already.
Coming up to today has been really emotional.
It's a bittersweet feeling leaving.
Because I'm already feeling very emotional about leaving.
I feel really torn because on the one hand, I'm kind of ready to go home. On the other hand, I could stay here forever.
But yeah, I'm pretty pumped for just to continue to live my life. Can't wait to get home. Not because I haven't enjoyed it out here, I've absolutely loved it out here. But I'm ready just to go home and take action of all of the stuff we've learned.
Essentially, we all have businesses set up, but we're coming out of it, our businesses look completely different.
While I didn't hit my financial goals or my client onboarding goals, the amount of knowledge that I gained and the relationships I built are far more valuable than those.
There's definitely a greater belief in what I'm doing and that I'm gonna get there. I've got a business, which I didn't have 8 weeks ago.
So now I have the foundation laid, so I think it's just a matter of time for everybody, really, until they hit those goals they want to hit.
The fact that I've gotten my funnel cracked and I've got multiple sources of lead generation, I've instilled processes in my business, and my confidence in everything I'm approaching is just so much higher. I feel really good about it. The one thing is that I want to make sure that when I get back home, I get into a routine quick. I don't want to fall back into any old habits or any bad habits right away. I want to get straight into a routine.
With the position I'm at the moment, really, really happy. Last week I closed 2 deals. One of them was like 6K pounds, like 8K USD. Yeah, so really, really happy to kind of see all the hard work kind of come to fruition.
Today what we're gonna do is our final day together. Anna is going to talk to you guys a little bit about managing remote teams. So I think this is kind of like the final piece. We've looked at how do we build those foundations for our business? How do we build the authority, credibility, positioning? How do we then generate leads for ourselves? What are some ways that we can go out there and build up our pipeline? How do we close those leads at the prices that we need to? How do we put production teams on board and then implement and deliver on the services that we promised our client? And now it's kind of looking at how do you manage that whole situation with your production teams.
In coaching so many entrepreneurs, I found one of the things that stops a lot of people from scaling is the fear of managing people. People are going to follow you because they resonate with your story. Because that's the stuff we read in books and we kind of hear about. We know we need a mission statement, we know we need a vision. So I'm going to tell you this, if you sit and meditate or really focus on some of the biggest challenges and like the things that give you goosebumps, you know, of like why you do you, that's why people are going to follow you. That's why the best talent will take a pay cut for you.
People want that. They really want to be a part of a company that's going to make an impact and that has that vision. And if you don't have that, it's going to be really hard to attract top talent and sell your recruits into your company. So it's so simple. It takes a little bit of thinking on the owner's part, but it's extremely effective. And that's probably the biggest mistake that a lot of people make.
Having that thing that is unique to us or unique to me, I think that was really, really powerful. It's something that I've given a lot of thought to today so far, and also I will give more thought to kind of moving forward.
So I think there's a lot of things that make people, begin working for a company, but the thing that's going to make people continue to work for my company is just the way that they feel, the way they feel valued, and the way that, we approach the culture at the business, and each individual person is treated like a human, not just like an asset within the business.
Come into my dream and then kind of just tag along. I'd much rather have people who also have a very strong vision and they almost like we just align together, and then it's a much more powerful way of, once again, instead of them working for me, we're working together on both creating what we want to create.
If you want to work hard, like, you can reap the rewards of it. I've done that before through football. Like, I've been able to put in like hard work, dedication to achieve a goal, and I think that kind of case study is already there, and I think that should breed confidence into people that when I say I'm going to do something, like, it happens and it gets done.
People like to say that failure is part of the journey. I'm definitely not there yet, at a point where I can kind of scream it from the rooftops and be proud. It was a difficult time, but I am, past it and potentially a better person for it, and definitely have a better business for it.
Honestly, I've been really impressed with everybody. There's not a single one of them that I can't see taking what they've learned and the foundations that they've put in place over the last 7 weeks and building upon that something that will help get them to that vision that they first spoke to me about.
What's something that has had the largest impact for you from the last 8 weeks?
I would say the big golden nugget in these 8 weeks has definitely been processes. It's been absolutely game-changing for me to realize and fully understand how much of a business can be systemized. And the whole business doesn't operate in here, it's out there. And everyone within your own business can look at it and learn from it and follow it so that they don't miss steps and everything is done in the most efficient way.
The biggest one for me is Kat's mentorship and the importance of mentorship and the importance of finding that right person.
I think the biggest thing that I've taken and the thing that I think will have the biggest impact on my business is the processes. Honestly, it's not my biggest strength. It's probably one of my biggest weaknesses. I fucking suck at processes, but I realize the importance of them as well.
Positioning and niching, like the week one has a really large impact on me, because prior to coming here, I actually know the importance of niching down so we can be the authority of the niche, can be the expert, can charge a high price, but I didn't do it. I unleashed the funnel. Now I feel like I'm on the right path of working the perfect clients I want to work with.
Out of everything we've learned over the last 8 weeks, there's probably 2 concepts that have made the biggest difference in my business. So around the prospecting and the lead gen, which is important because if you don't have clients, you don't have a business, right? So that, and even just looking at other ways to get clients has been good.
Even thinking about authority in general, before I wasn't really thinking about that too much, like going to like speaking gigs or being like in publications or featured in things, like once again, I kind of forgot how much that played a role, and then positioning yourself in that niche as the authority, but actually having a community around you, things like that.
The largest impact is mindset, not just kind of having that like work hard, like elite kind of attitude and just being like, right, no, I don't I feel quite stressed right now. I'm gonna go take a walk. I'm gonna do something to get myself in that flow state, and then I'm gonna come back to work. And the work I'm gonna do is gonna be even more productive. That could even be taking a day or two off work. So I think that's something I've learned, and which I've been trying to implement too. A lot easier said than done, but yeah, I'm trying.
I've actually learned so much just by having them here, and honestly, I'm gonna really, really miss them when they go. Each one of them is going to be leveraging what they've learned, and each one of them will use that differently for different purposes and reasons for where they want to go in life, and that's okay. That's the whole point. Is you're adaptable as a human, and you use whatever opportunity you can as a launch pad to get to something else.
Kat, thank you so much for everything you've done for us. You've really opened up my eyes to how some people can live and the impact that you can have, because you've impacted all of our lives more than you probably know.
Like, you have absolutely changed my life, not just like in a way that's going to develop my business, but just the way that I frame my mind and the way that I approach different struggles. And these 2 months, they will be remembered forever.
Though you're this real boisterous person, you do have a quiet presence, and you've been amazing at just adding value in ways beyond just teaching how to scale an agency.
What I also like about you is how you inspire people, but you don't try. You inspire them and you don't really realize it. Or you inspire them once again just because of the person you are.
What you're doing comes from such good intentions, and your products which you're selling is really changing lives.
To see you having such a great business while raising 2 wonderful kids, and how you're able to balance your business and your personal time and having fun activities with your kids are truly inspirational.
Thank you for this last 8 weeks. I don't think you give yourself credit for how special you are and how you can stare into people's souls and make them feel something so powerful. You've changed my life.
Thank you for such a truly remarkable experience.
It's been really a blessing just to be part of your life.
Thank you, Kat. Sincerely, thank you so much.
I hope to be able to keep the momentum going to make you proud.
We all love you.
See you later.
Three countries, 5 cities, 8 flights. I'm back here reunited with my car in Manchester Airport.
Coming at you from sunny Vancouver. It's definitely a little cold here. I haven't worn a jacket in I don't know how long. I don't like it. Take me back to Auckland.
I want to hear what you guys have been doing, your wins, your challenges, what's happening. I think I know yours, Amanda. Do you want to kick it off?
Loads of new clients, like I've signed up probably 7 new clients. Yeah, business is going good. I've hit this month will hit the target I set in Auckland.
I just landed a consulting deal, so that was cool. And finally closed them. Really cool client. Their website is .com.
Wow.
I'm super excited about them. They have a lot of web traffic, like 15K visitors. And I posted that job.
You posted
I
a
was
job.
just gonna
Okay,
say.
so you and Amanda are hiring right now.
Yeah, that's sick.
Woo.
And Louis hiring as well.
Are you hiring too?
I want like a Facebook media buyer.
Sha, how are you going?
Great. Actually, just signed a client.
Yes. Oh wow, they signed.
Yeah. So everything will be ready for the product launch in June.
How are you going there?
Yeah, I've been doing really, really well. Honestly, I've been super consumed with getting caught up on the coaching side of things. Really, really grateful for, because I've been enjoying it like freaking crazy. I knew going into that, and I think I told you in the first week, like I know what I want to do, and this is just like reinforcing that so much.
How's everything going?
I think I mentioned to you, I've been looking at starting a Facebook group for quite a while. I've often talked about wanting to work with other mums in business or thing, and what they need to do before they even actually do the Facebook ads. Like I've had people come to me for advice on that. So it's just about getting it into that one place, looking at what it is that I can roll out to actually generate some revenue on that.
Nice. Lewis, how are you going?
I've got quite a lot of stuff in my pipeline at the moment, and I reckon I will probably double my my biggest month this month.
I was really worried that the environment we had created was like awesome and all of that, but then when you go back to reality, sometimes it can be really hard, right? Because it's a completely different environment and the support system isn't always the same. And I was concerned about that, but to see that you guys have persevered with everything and that you are, you know, pushing towards whatever vision or clarity that you've had and goals that you have has been really phenomenal to watch. All right, well, I love you guys and I'm proud of you, and let's stay in touch, okay?
Thank you, Kat.
Thank you,
See you
Kat.
guys soon.